He's task oriented. She's not that she's not interested in tasks, but she's probably more socially oriented and less task oriented. He's more task oriented and less socially oriented. So we could just go across the board and find all the disparities, and that's why you're here. So the moral to the story is, it would be good if the two of you could muster up a little bit of grace and mercy with one another, knowing that anybody in this scenario would struggle greatly. So it's not that she's doing something wrong. He's not doing something wrong. I'm not saying neither party ever makes mistakes. Of course they do. Both parties can be immature in the moment and revengeful. But the other 95% of the time, really nobody's doing anything wrong. It's just he has his filter. This is how he views the world. This is how he's trying to navigate the world. She has almost a completely different filter and different motives and so on as well. If he has some level of mind blindness and emotions blindness, of course he would not necessarily feel like he's extreme, because he has no self-insight, very little self-insight. You can't ask the mind to see itself. So in the event, I'm not talking about Brian right now, I'm talking about what I see most often when he goes, I don't think I have many of those traits, and the ones I do, they're mild. And then I check with her just like I did Trang, and she goes, yeah, well, some of them are a little more than mild. Then we have to have the conversation that he's not going to be able to see some of these things in himself. And secondarily, and perhaps most importantly, he's going to have his own filter. He's going to download things a certain way. And just like I mentioned at the top of the call, she has a different filter and downloads things completely differently. So I'm not diagnosing anybody in here. I'm not saying, well, you're denying that you have it, but you really have it. No, forget all that. But I am saying, if he has some mind blindness and emotions blindness and some executive functions and anxiety, he's not going to necessarily see it.
Would you like to schedule a paid private coaching session? This will be in the form of a face-to-face Zoom call. Underneath any of my videos, you'll see this Calendly link. If you click on that link, it'll open up my calendar. You can pick the available days and times that works for your schedule. You'll get a follow-up email immediately after purchasing a session that will have the Zoom link that coincides with the day and time that you picked. I will get an email too that you scheduled a session, and I will be available on that exact day and time, and we will talk. I look forward to working with you.
If you are in a neurodiverse marriage where one spouse is autistic and the other one is not, and you've been struggling for years and years, and you're kind of sick and tired of the routine, talk to me. Use me as your personal coach. I have groups, and I keep these groups small so that you can get a lot of one-on-one attention. I have 3 Q&A groups, one for ASD husbands, one for neurotypical wives, and I have a couples group where both spouses can attend. I also have 2 instructional groups, Cassandra Syndrome Recovery Group, to help you cultivate some strategies to recover from years of emotional deprivation, and the Men's Masterclass, in which we take a deep dive on developing social skills and emotional literacy in the context of the neurodiverse marriage. We meet 1 hour a week for 4 weeks. So how much longer are you willing to wait?